Sure. 19946 Westphalia. Westphalia is spelled Westphalia.
Okay. Thanks. Okay.
Okay. And that one too, but this one is vacant. The price on this one is $56,000.
Okay.
Let me look up the taxes. We're doing this one in real time.
All
Let's
right.
see here.
And some of those houses there look like they're a vinyl frame. Don't be afraid to do a frame house.
No.
Not be afraid.
People sleep on those. People think brick. I know brick looks good and it's sexy and all that type of stuff, but a lot of times you can get good deals on frames, sometimes at a lower cost than brick. But guess what? The rent's still going to be the same. The rent is still going to be the same because they go by the area and the median rent in that area, be it Section 8 or whatever have you. So in this one, the platform that I use, the market rent is $1,300.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right.
So, and the taxes on this particular property, let me find it.
Okay.
Okay. For Westphalia, the taxes are approximately summer and winter $1,241, and if you want to be technical, 53 cents. All right. So let's do our formula again. If we rented at $1,300, as we know, our gross rent before any expenses again is $15,600.
Okay.
We know, as I just told you all, the taxes are $1,241.
Okay.
Let's take our round number again and let's look at our insurance, which again, around $75 a month times 12. That gives us $900.
Okay.
And then we'll look at our PM fee again.
Okay.
Our property management fee would be around the same thing, about $1,500 annually.
Okay.
All right. So now let's add those numbers up.
Okay.
$1,241 taxes plus $900 insurance plus $1,500 for property management. What do you come up with?
I got 3141.
3141.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's subtract that from our $15,600. What do we got?
That is 12,459.
12,459. So, and this one, what did we say the cost on this one was? 56,000, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, if I'm correct, let me make sure, because I want to be as full transparency here. This one, let me see if there is anything for us to do on this one. Well, I would say you might have to go in and spend maybe $5,000 to $8,000. Let's just use that again. Okay. Worst case scenario, let's say 8,000.
Okay.
Okay. Because those people just moved out. Now, how does that change the number? So we were at 56,000.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add another 8,000. That puts us at 64,000.
Okay.
So now what is that cap rate?
So that cap rate will be 15,600 divided by
64,000.
64,000. That bad boy is still 24%. I got 24%. Is that right? Wait a minute. Oh, no.
No,
I'm looking for no. 12,459. My bad. Hold on. 12,459 divided by 64,000. 19.4%. Still amazing.
Let me be clear to everybody. Every time it's not going to be that high. Don't get caught up and be so focused and say, well, I ain't doing nothing. It ain't at least 16, 17. Don't do that. This just happens to be what it is. And I'm actually just presenting that, to the community. But sometimes it might be 10, it might be 11. That's okay. That's okay. But just know I'm giving you examples of what I have in front of me right now that you can reach out and purchase right now. But all of them aren't going to be that way. So don't get so stuck. It's okay. The banks still look at it and say, hey, okay, they're getting 11%. They're getting 11.7. They're getting 12.2. That's still all good. All of them aren't going to be home runs like this one because you're definitely playing with house money, no pun intended. So even if the cap rates are lower, you're still doing well. As the millionaire told me this morning, Chris, I'm good as long as I'm in double digits. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A billionaire told me this about 8 years ago. I'll never forget this conversation. He's a billionaire because we were talking and he said that he had to meet later that afternoon. He was flying out and he was going to meet Zuckerberg. True story. So we were in my office in Southfield and we're talking. He was trying to do business with my brokerage. And, I sent him a couple examples. And at that time, it was around 2012, 13, something like that. So the prices were pretty good. So I sent him something similar as we're doing this. Do you know what he told me? He looked at that and he shook his head. He said, no, I don't. He said, Chris, take my advice. People of wealth will look at that and reject it. And I said, why? He said, because to us, anything that's getting that much of a return, it's got to be something that's unrealistic. And I said, no, this is what he said. No, I believe you, but I'm just giving you a lesson learned. People of wealth, they're going to look at that because they're not going to believe that an asset can produce that much of a return. And that always stuck with me. He said, I believe your numbers because we're looking right at it right here and now. So I'm saying all that to say the wealthy look at it, conservative numbers do them just fine. Ones that are like this, it scares them. They're like, because there's no way, because they play slow and steady, right? So they look at this like there must be a trick. You're not being on up. I'm not even going to, one of those, it sounds too good to be true, probably is, and I'm not pressed, so I'm going to go over here. So what I started doing was, if the numbers were 15, 16, 17, I dumbed the numbers down to 12 or 13 to get in that comfort zone with them. And then, they would say, okay. So it's just a story to tell you that, yeah, the numbers are realistic. They are what they are. But those people who are very well-to-do, they look at that and they say, wow, that's just too good to be true. There must be a trick to it. So they're more conservative. To my point of 10, 11, 12% is still an excellent, excellent return. This just so happens to be a home run hit. So,
yeah, this is a big home run because you're almost at 12%. So, we were saying property management is about 10% of your rent per month. So it's like $1,000 in this scenario. It was $1,500 for the whole year, not the month, honey. The whole year.
Now, something that we didn't do that maybe we should do with this one here. People probably want to know, well, how much would I net per month, right? So let's see if we can go over that. Let's look at that number. Let's see if we can do something with that. So, okay, $1,300 a month. And our taxes were due. I'm sorry, do you have that written down for this particular property?
Yeah, the taxes are $1,241.
Okay, so let's take $1,241 and divide it by 12.
Okay.
What do you come up with?
1241 divided by 12 is 103.41.
Okay. Let's just say $104.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's our taxes per month. Now let's take that $75 for our insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you might not like it, we're going to take $130 deducted for our property management fee.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when you add all those numbers up, I got 309. Now, to be on the safe side, let's take $100 for incidentals.
Okay.
Let's say a window breaks, a door, you get a hole in the wall. We got to send somebody over to snake. Okay. So let's say it's 409.
Okay.
So now, why don't you subtract 409 from 1,300 a month?
Okay.
What'd
So
you come up with?
1,300 minus 409 is 891.
If I had a mic, I would drop it because that's what you're going to net per month.
Yeah. That's
And
huge.
I gave you an extra $100 for incidental. So we're tagging that on. So that's an extra $1,200 in case you always want to have a cushion. As a property manager, I always say, give me $250 to put over an escrow in case something happens. If it's beyond $250, then you and I need to have a phone call because, hey, Jewel, I got to put in a furnace and a hot water tank. That's going to run us around $1,900. What do you want to do? Anything under $250, I'll take care of it. You'll receive your invoice at the end of the month. Oh, I had to repair this. Oh, we had to snake it out. We had to repair the sink, or we had to repair the faucet or the diverter or whatever have you. So again, I just wanted to give people what that looks like annually and what that looks like monthly.
So good, Chris. So monthly sentiment, it's $891 per month that you're making on this one property. Remember, this is real passive income. This is how you become wealthy. This is where my focus is. And somebody called me yesterday and tried to give me another opportunity. And I said, I'm so focused on real estate. I said, because once you taste it and you see, I'm not saying it's easy. We're not going to sit here and say it's easy because we got stories for us and other people. But the other side of it is so doggone rewarding and profitable because here's the thing, you can't run from challenges. Sometimes people are like, I just didn't know it's going to be this kind of problem. Any kind of success comes with problems. So don't fool yourself thinking you're going to find something that everything is perfect. That's just not true. From the contractor to the title company, to the realtor, to me, to you, there's nothing perfect. So what you have to say is, how do I really build wealth for my family, for myself? And real estate is it. So Chris, thanks for jumping on here. I appreciate it. Listen, for those of you that are on here right now and are ready to get started, ready to get involved,